Presidential candidate of the Labour Party has come out so strong this time around, talking about our country, Nigeria. And it's good enough you listen to him, how he clearly spell out what is actually wrong with Nigeria and mandating Nigerians to do this one thing for themselves if they want to get the kind of enjoyment they should have in a country called theirs, which is blessed with both human resources and also natural resources. Let's listen to him, what he said when he attended a colloquium in favor of Julius Abure, who is the national chairman of the Labour Party. Let's listen to the news together. The presidential candidate of the Labour Party in the just concluded election, Mr. Peter Obi has said he is neither a saint nor a criminal. The former Anambra State governor added that he did his best and served meritoriously when he was governor and also in the private sector. He stated that there is nothing wrong with Nigeria as the country is blessed in terms of land, water, and other resources, but the only thing lacking is good leadership. In his words, Nigeria has no reason to be poor if there is good leadership. We made the submission on Thursday when he spoke as the special guest of honor at the Do Policy Roundtable in association with Modern University Irwa in Edo Central Senatorial District, which took place at the Bishop Kelly Pastoral Center, Airport Road, Benin, Edo State. The event was a colloquium and a hall of fame in honor of the national chairman of Labour Party, Julius Abure, with the theme, The Contemporary Nigerian Politics, The Way Forward for Edo State. The LP presidential candidate said, and I quote his word, I am not a saint and I am not a criminal. I have never done anything that is wrong. I have served the state Anambra and I have served in the private sector. Today, we are going through difficulties in Nigeria. If you do not plan, you have planned to fail. Planning is a critical component. The reason countries are failing today is due to lack of planned implementation. When politicians are campaigning for elective positions, everything is sweet and good. But when you have the opportunity to serve the people, then you will bring out your true color and start doing the opposite. We can have a better Nigeria when we have a better Edo State. We will have a better nation called Nigeria. Working together, we can employ our people. There is nothing wrong with Nigeria. Nigeria has one of the best in terms of land, weather, and God given resources. And it has some of the best people in the world. But the only thing God has not given Nigeria is leadership. If we have good leaders in this country, we will do better. A country as Nigeria has no reason to be poor, if not because of leadership. We have more resourceful young people in Nigeria. We have leadership in Nigeria that is engulfed in wasteful consumption but no production. When you move from consumption to production, you will create jobs for the people. Speaking further, Peter Obi submitted that politicians must be stopped from stealing public money if Nigeria will get better. He cautioned against celebrating those with ill-gotten wealth. In his word, he says, if we get it right, we will live a better life, and all of us are involved. We must stop people from stealing public money. We must stop people from wasting public funds. It is not your private money. All of us are involved. We must not. How much money do you need to eat as a human being? How long would you live as a human being? There, everybody here, no matter how big or small you are, in 100 years from today, you will all be covered with earthworms. So, what are you acquiring things for? Please join me in building a better Nigeria. We want good news about Nigeria. The roundtable event was chaired by the governor of Abia State, Alex Oti, who was represented by his deputy Ikechukwu Emetu. This is another bomb, and this is coming in amidst some of the very wasteful decision that this government is making, though because of the outcry of Nigerians, the senators, that's the lawmaker, had refused, to approve the 5 billion naira yacht that, according to the presidency, was part of the supplementary budget of Navy. And I think that is a good move in the right direction, and which also means the Nigerians must not keep quiet. The only weapon in our hand is not, ammunition and all of that. The only weapon we have is social media. Our ability to communicate effectively and persistently until something is done. What we heard is that they have refused to approve that supplementary budget, and which is a big thumbs up to Nigeria. Now, back to what Peter Obi said. I feel that he's totally in sync with the minds of most Nigerians. Now, one of the worst things that have happened to this country is our leaders. If we have to be very true to our words, it is our leaders. We start taking a retrospect, go down memory lane far back in 1999 when Obasanjo came on board. There had been long lists of promises that were made, very, very good one, endearing one, the one that will make you just go to bed and rest, knowing that with this thing being fully implemented, Nigeria would work. But unfortunately, it has never been implemented. Now, we are in the middle of another one, another, administration. Nobody can truly tell what this administration would do. And I must say that Peter Obi this time around is quite, different from this Peter Obi that we have known. Sometimes he will always be navigating around the truth without clearly painting the kind of picture he wants to see in the country, like him saying, don't allow them to steal money again. I mean, those words are should have been a regular words that everyone should be saying. Nigeria must not keep quiet. I personally feel that when certain wrong decisions are made, I think we should confront the Senate at a point. Let them understand that the monies that they are boasting of or trying to approve, it is not money which is gotten by their sweat. Taxpayers' money. If you have to go out borrow money to be used in developing Nigeria, don't forget it is taxpayers' money that you use to fix it. So it is absolutely wrong to borrow money for luxury. It is absolutely wrong to borrow money to buy SUV cars for lawmakers. I mean, it's totally wrong. If you feel like driving SUV, some of them are well paid. Imagine someone walking away every day with about 33 million naira. If you are a good one person that serves well, even with your constitutional or constituency, responsibility, you can still preserve a reasonable amount and buy a quality car for yourself than looking up to the country amidst this kind of economic situation. You want us to buy cars for you. It's totally wrong. I just love the way Peter Obi is going with that's the kind of move he's taking, responding to some of these things which are totally inimical to the economic health of Nigeria, lambasting Nigerians and letting them understand that no matter what, we can go through difficulties and come out well if only we allow the right people to lead. When you have leaders who are not ready or who are not ready to quit the stage for the right people to come in, then you must force them to do the right thing. And we all know the way we can do this thing to force people. A lot of people is not for them. What we are saying is just stories for the gods. Go through the streets. Notice when you're driving on the road, the number of cars now driving on the road. It's very minimal. People don't even travel the way before now you've been noticing traveling. I mean, total abandonment. Everybody sees the state they find themselves to be their state of residence. They don't even want to travel again. Why? Cost of living is too high. Cost of transportation too high. So what do? They stay back in the same place. But if we continue keeping quiet and watching and folding our hands, keep staying one place, it may not really all go well. We must make the government realize what they have there is not their mandate. It is the people's mandate. And for that reason, the right thing must be done. Just the way Peter Obi has said. That's what we like to leave it. Let's meet in a comment section and interact. What's your position on all of these things that are well spoken?